Everyone please rise.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Everyone please remain standing. Let us take a moment to reflect. May we be guided by wisdom, patience, and respect for one another. As we carry out the public's work today, may our decisions be fair, thoughtful, and centered on the common good. We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Amen. City Clerk, please take roll.
Miss Thompson.
Here.
Mr. Bills.
Here.
Miss Bowmaker.
Here.
Miss Stover.
Here.
Mr. Perrott.
Here.
Mr. Kennedy.
Here.
Mr. Remens.
Here.
Mr. Thompson.
Here.
Mr. Coyle.
Here.
Mr. Ringo.
Here.
Mr. O'Connor.
Here.
Miss Wadsworth. Mayor Woken.
Here.
Mayor Jansen.
Here.
Attorney Mr. Tuis.
Here.
Miss Stewart.
Here.
Engineer Miss Workman.
Here.
Mr. Yeager.
Here.
Mr. Butler. Me. Here. Mr. Bowman.
Here.
Chief Hensley.
Here.
Chief Hall.
Here.
PW Director Miss Garrison.
Oh, here.
Mr. Yelton.
Here. Say we have quorum.
We have quorum.
Good evening, and thank you all for coming tonight to Shadow Night. I'm Kathy Stover. I'm chair of the administration committee. As we explained to the students when we visited the school, the purpose of this event is to get the students interested in how a city council works and what are the job responsibilities of the city officials. For the most part, the majority of city councils operate in a similar manner. So even if you don't live in Villa Hills, your city council is much like ours. We hope that in writing their essays, the students will become more involved in their communities. Hopefully these essays will spark an interest to serve as a volunteer as they get older and become a city council person in the future. Before I introduce our students, there are some people that we need to thank. Councilman Scott Ringo has been in charge of Shadow Night for many years. He's always done a wonderful job in spearheading this. This year, he turned it over to me, and I am very grateful for him to taking me under his wing and helping me with the process. So thank you, Scott. I'm also very grateful to our city clerk, Jennifer Lipson, for helping to order the city shirts and for the students providing them with their gift bags. Thank you, Jennifer. This program wouldn't be possible without the assistance of the principals and the teachers at the three schools. So thank you to Mr. King, the assistant principal at River Ridge, Mr. Maines, the principal at St. Joe's, and Ms. Beiersdorfer, the assistant principal. Also to Mrs. Bosley, the principal here at Villa. We are also grateful to Mrs. Bosley for hosting the event tonight. Having been a teacher and later a principal for many years, I know how hard the teachers work each day. We thank them for planning and including this project into their curriculum. So a big thank you to the following fifth grade teachers. From Villa, Mrs. Barker, and I think she's here tonight. From St. Joe's, Miss Gerhard Stein and Mrs. Ramey. From River Ridge, Miss Stamper, Miss Shepard, Miss Marcotti, Miss Cox, and Miss Wright. This wouldn't be possible without their help. So if we could give the teachers and the principals a round of applause. I think it's important to understand what an honor this is. We received over 230 essays from the students at the three schools. The essays were divided up and given to the city official that the student wished to shadow. each official read their essays and selected the ones that they thought were the best. I know personally, and I've talked to the other council people, this was a very difficult task because the essays were really good this year. I think it's quite an accomplishment that the 12 students you see here tonight earned the honor of being selected. So let's give them a round of applause. So it's my pleasure right now to introduce the students and the city officials who they will represent tonight. I'd ask that the students stand and remain standing until everyone has been introduced. So we'll start on my right. This is Councilman Kennedy, and he is the chair of the Recreation Department, or committee, and his shadow student is Crosley Parrott. Stand up. Who's from River Ridge. If you'll hold your applause to the end. So I've already told you I'm the administration chair, and this is my shadow student, Leah Bemker, who is from St. Joe's. Ms. Stewart is our city attorney, and the attorney tonight from Villa is John Tuis from St. Joe's. Then it's Mayor Jansen, or tonight, the mayor, Addison Warkin, and she's from Villa. The city administrator is Mr. Bowman, and his shadow is Joseph Butler from Villa. Councilman Ringo is the chair of the Fire Authority, and his shadow is Wesley Coyle from Villa. We're going to go down here. The Public Works Director is Mr. Yelton, and his shadow is Chloe Garrison from River Ridge. This city engineer is Mr. Yeager, and his shadow student is Vivian Workman from Villa. The Public Works Chair is Seth Thompson, and his shadow is Emma Remanis. I'm hoping I said that right, from River Ridge. Seth, what is her last name? Remons? Okay. The finance chair is Mr. Biltz, and his shadow is Nora Thompson from St. Joe's. And Chief Hall is doing double duty tonight because the safety chair, Miss Wadsworth, is on a work trip for Villa in Chicago, maybe? New Jersey. New Jersey. All right, New Jersey. She's in New Jersey. So the police chief for tonight is Paisley Hensley, and she's from River Ridge. And the safety committee person for tonight is Patrick O'Connor, and he's from St. Joe's. So if we can give all these students a round of applause. Okay, students, you may be seated, and we're going to go on with the city business.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is approval of the minutes. Do I have a motion to approve?
I make a motion to approve the minutes for meeting number 762.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Up next, please report.
Here are the monthly stats for January 2026. We answered 1,405 calls for service. Of all the calls, 39% were in Villa Hills and 61% were in Crescent Springs. For only dispatched calls, 44% were in Villa Hills and 56% were in Crescent Springs. We investigated 13 crimes and 24 traffic accidents. We gave out 75 tickets and 87 warnings for traffic violations. We had 4 incident reports, 2 domestic reports, and 2 mental health interventions. Maps of traffic tickets and accidents have been provided. Top roadways for traffic accidents were Amsterdam Road and Anderson Road at Buttermilk Pike. Detective Sergeant Lucas continued to update and investigate numerous cases. He drafted several subpoenas and search warrants for different cases to include a case involving organized crime. Detective Sergeant Lucas investigated a fire in Ellesmere as part of the Kenton County arson investigation team. The fire was found to be accidental. The department focused on policy and procedure, Chapter 1.3, which covers response and resistance, otherwise known as use of force. Sergeant Dooley and K-9 Onyx had 3 deployments with 1 arrest and 1 charge. K-9 unit had 18 hours of training for the month. The police department had 16.5 hours of overtime for the month, with most of it being from the attending court. That's it.
Thank you. Safety report.
The meeting was called to order at 3:35. The minutes from January 13th meeting were reviewed and approved by a voice vote. Chief Hall presented a police and K-9 report for the month of January 2026. There was a question about our police dog, Onyx. Onyx is now 9 years old. A new police dog could cost from $15,000 to $17,000. Chief Hall is looking for the grant money to help buy the new dog. Officer Dooley is training to be a master dog police trainer and would help train the new dog. Onyx is currently training indoors and outdoors. I added a possible crosswalk at Ardent and Amsterdam, which we all discussed. We could use a flashing sign, which would cost between $30,000 and $40,000, or a possible option would be a children at play sign, and will be discussed at the next safety meeting. Cars would still have the right of a way and would not have to stop at the crosswalks. The meeting was adjourned at 4 o'clock. The next meeting is Tuesday, March 10th at 3:30 in council chambers. All are invited to attend.
Thank you. City engineer.
My name is Vivian Workman, and I am the city engineer for Villa Hills. Here is a report to update all the engineering projects we are currently working on. Columns at Amsterdam. The city has received a large grant to help reconstruct and widen the intersection and install a new traffic sign. The design for improvements are mostly completed, and we are waiting for the environmental review to be completed before the construction can begin. We want as much as the construction to happen while school's out for summer as possible. Rogers Road Bridge. The city received another grant to install a pedestrian bridge over the creek on Rogers Road to connect the sidewalk so people don't have to walk on the road to cross where the sidewalk ends. Because the existing bridge has a crack in the wall, we are looking into the possibility of replacing the vehicular bridge as well as including a new sidewalk on the bridge rather than having to put a separate pedestrian bridge and having to replace the vehicular bridge in 10 to 15 years. We have put together cost estimates for both options so a final decision can be made. Valley Trails Full Depth Reconstruction Phases 2 and 3. Valley Trails has been reconstructed up to the intersection with Dry Creek Court. We have put together our scope and cost to do the design work and survey needed to reconstruct the rest of the Valley Trails up to the intersection with Amsterdam Road. We are ready to get started and will try to get grant money in June to help pay for the work. Eastland Full Depth Reconstruction. Eastland has gotten to the point that it needs to be fully reconstructed. The work will include new curb and gutter, drainage improvements, and a whole new roadway. New pipes will be installed to collect groundwater, water from downspouts, and water from the roadway. We have put together a scope and feed to do the survey and design work and are ready to get started. We will work with SD1 to help get some of the stormwater improvements paid for through their public cost share program. Thank you for your time. Have any questions?
Thank you. PW committee.
Thank you, Mayor. My name is Emma Remines, and I will be giving the Public Works Community Report. The Public Works Community met on February 11th. We confirmed the Kentucky Transport Cabinet has given the go-ahead for the environment study, the Collins and Amsterdam intersection to proceed. It will take about 4 to 5 months to complete. We also discussed the options for repairing or replacing the bridge on Rogers Road. The bridge team from Compass Engineering stated the stream does not needed to be adjusted. They recommended option 2B to replace the bridge without changing the stream. The council will discuss our options at the caucus in March. We confirmed plans to replace the streets of Eastland and Rosen Court in Springs and Summer. Compass Engineering is working on a design plan. Finally, we have confirmed this District 6. They are working on a new model to adjust the timing of the lights on Buttermilk near Interstate 71 and 75. They will be making observation next month. This concludes my report. Are there any questions?
Thank you. Public Works Director.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. My name is Chloe Garrison, and I am honored to be your Public Works Director for Shadow Night. Lately, my teammates have been cleaning drains and trimming low branches or
Before winter.
before.
Yeah, you got it. You can just start right here.
The Public Works Department has also been doing safety inspections on the dump trucks to snow plows for below operation during a snowstorm. We have been out plowing and sanding a few times already, and so far everything's working out. Our city fleet has a total of 5 plows, 3 dump trucks, and 2 pickup trucks. Public Works now has a new salt dome for the community, thanks to the mayor and the city council approving funding, and the salt dome holds around 800 tons. Your Public Works crew is highly trained in all fields that the job requires. They are the best at cleaning our streets of snow and ice for safety of our citizens. After winter, we be patching holes and sweeping gravel, plus other road work. Thank you for your time. Any questions?
Thank you. Recreation Committee.
Thank you, Mayor. All the ball fields are being prepared for opening for spring baseball practices for Villa Madonna Academy and Longhorns. We anticipate opening the fields around mid-March. Spring soccer with the Villa Hills Soccer Association will also begin in March. Wayne Slusher has agreed to maintain the ball fields again this year. The opening day parade for the Longhorns Baseball Association is set up for Saturday, April 11th at 10 a.m. at Franzen Fields. Our police and fire department will lead the parade, and Rosie Ridd will be in attendance too. We'll also be announcing the name for the brand new ball field at Franzen that day. Longhorns are projecting nearly 800 ball players and 75 teams this year. We will also have new team benches installed on field number 2. before the start of the season. An overhead net we also installed adjacent to the new pirate playground to order protect children from foul balls. The city is working closely with the Civic Club to sponsor a grant to secure a large amount of money being donated for a new playground set. The playground set will be constructed on the north side of the new Civic Club building. We should know in the next month or so if the grant request will be successful. Finally, Ville Madonna Academy will be installing a new outfield fence on the softball field. It is intended to make the outfield fence a distance shorter for batters. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Finance.
The minutes for the January 20th, 2026 Finance Committee meeting were reviewed by the committee and no changes were recommended. The January 2026 financial reports were reviewed and discussed by the committee, and all questions raised by the committee were answered by staff to the satisfaction of the committee. Jim Cahill, the Villa Hills Finance Committee member and Crescent Springs Fire Authority treasurer, updated the committee on the current and upcoming Crescent Springs and Villa Hills Fire Authority budget, as well as the results of the joint Crescent Springs and Villa Hills Finance Committee meeting, which took place on February 17, 2026. At the Crescent Springs City Building, Mr. Cahill advised that he would be submitting a proposed budget to both city councils in March. The committee discussed the idea of a stabilization fund for the city. The council has been working on the recommendation of the auditor to retain 3 to 6 months of operating income to be set aside for emergency situations. Councilperson Seth Thompson presented the outline for guidelines for the city to reserve monies and criteria for authorization of money for emergencies. Mr. Thompson estimated these guidelines could be presented by the council by March at the first reading. I make motion that the January 2026 financial reports be accepted as published and posted on the city website.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you.
The next finance meeting is scheduled to be held on Monday, March 16th, 2026 at 7 p.m. in council chambers. All are invited to attend.
Thank you. Administration Committee.
The Administration Committee discussed the draft ordinance 2026A. This ordinance concerns a text amendment relating to qualified manufactured homes as referenced in the Villa Hills Zoning Code. The Kentucky General Assembly passed House Bill 160 that amends KRS 100.348. The bill states that cities cannot treat qualified manufactured homes differently than single-family homes. Several sections of the Villa Hills Zoning Code list specific specifications for qualified manufactured homes. Therefore, in order to comply with the new regulations, we need to delete any mention of qualified manufactured homes in our code. Ordinance 2026A will eliminate any mention of qualified manufactured homes. We are being proactive in changing the code since House Bill 160 becomes effective July 1st, 2026. After discussion of the topics, the Administration Committee recommended that Council approve Ordinance 2026A.
Thank you. Fire Authority.
Thank you, Mayor. Chairman Cadisi called the meeting to order at 6 p.m. Minutes of the January 19th meeting were reviewed and approved by the board. Mr. Ringo introduced me as his Fire Authority Shadow Night winner for this week's City Council meeting. The January financial statements were reviewed by the board. Mr. Cahill stressed that injuries, illnesses, and multiple snows increased the payroll significantly. The board approved by the January financials as presented. The budget situation was discussed at length once again. The requested amount from the cities to cover the current budget shortfall will be $300,000. The board requested that the cities vote on the request at their March meetings. The joint finance meeting took place yesterday, February 17th, at the Crescent Springs City Building to discuss the proposed fire budget for next year to the councils. The results of that meeting will be used to prepare the department's final budget request to the cities for the next fiscal year. 9 RFPs have been mailed out to accounting firms for future audit services. The chief reported 114 emergency calls in January and 87 fire calls. We are already up to 15% over last January 2025 calls. Chief also said that Medicare payments have been delayed for months due to the federal government shutdown last fall, but they should be arriving shortly. He also said a new cancer full body scan early screening program from St. Elizabeth will be implemented soon to test the firefighters for any potential cancers. The next meeting will be on Monday, March 16th at the firehouse.
Thank you. City Attorney.
Thank you, Mayor. My name is John Toombs. Tonight I am the City of Villa Hills City Attorney. As City Attorney, I am responsible for providing all legal services for the City of Villa Hills. I provide evidence and guidance to the Mayor and City Council and to all of the employees of the city. I represent the city in all types of litigations, and I draft contracts and ordinances for the city. This month, I assisted the city with preparations for tonight's meeting and with the litigations which we will be addressing in more detail later in this meeting. I also drafted the MOA with the Villa Hills Civic Club, which is being presented for approval by Council in Draft Resolution 2026C. There is no pending litigations for report tonight. That is all I have to report. Any questions?
Thank you. City Administrator.
City Administrative Report, February 18th, 2026. The Ethics Board met on February 3rd and selected Chris Smith to be the chair for 2026. Ethics forms will be emailed out by the end of the month. As of January 31st, 56 properties out of 3,112 still have unpaid property taxes or waste fees for this year. This is 1.8% of the total tax bills that were mailed out in September. The amount unpaid is $73,417, including penalty and interest. Staff met with the council to discuss payroll tax collections. It is estimated that $600,000 comes from work-from-home employees. This is about half of all our payroll tax collections. A bill in Frankfurt would redirect about 15% of that to cities with corporate offices located in Kentucky. Villa Hills would lose about $90,000. Staff is monitoring the bill. There is a caucus meeting scheduled for March 11th.
Thank you. I have the following to report. I've been approached by a scout who is planning her Eagle Scout project. She was looking for ideas to help the city. After some discussion, she may be interested in adding something for the community to use at Rigney Park. Villa Hills and Crescent Springs Event Committee is planning on an Easter egg hunt on Saturday, March 21st at noon. There will be different areas for different age groups. The Easter Bunny will visit and be available for pictures.
The citywide yard sale will be held May 29th and 30th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. If you are interested in selling and want to be on the location map, please call the city office. The events committee is planning a shred day for May 16th in the morning. The events committee is also planning a fall citywide yard sale, Fall Fest, Shop with the Cop fundraiser, and Christmas in the Park. Lastly, don't forget to file your re-election paperwork. The form is on the county's website and must be filed in person. Deadline for everyone interested is in June 3rd, 2026. Thank you. Next on the agenda is legislation.
I have the following legislation on the agenda for tonight's meeting. Amended first reading of ordinances 2026A. This is an ordinance of the City of Villa Hills in Kenton County, Kentucky, amending Table 4/01, Sections 4.05, 10.05, and Table 10.1, and Article 14 of the Villa Hills Zoning Code regarding qualified manufactured homes. This amendment was made to show the edit that the admin committee made to clarify one of the definitions. No words were added or deleted. They were just rearranged for clarity. This is the first reading only, and so there will not be a vote on this tonight.
Thank you.
Consideration and approval of draft municipal order 2025C, a municipal order of the City of Villa Hills in Kenton County, Kentucky, approving the appointment of Paul Krallman to the Villa Hills Board of Adjustment. This is an appointment to a 4-year term on the Board of Adjustment. Mr. Krallman has agreed to serve if appointed.
Thank you.
I make a motion, order 2026C.
Is there a motion to approve?
I make a motion, order 2026C.
Do we have a second?
I second that. Consideration and approval.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Any opposed? Thank you.
Consideration and approval of draft municipal order 2026D, a municipal order of the City of Villa Hills in Kenton County, Kentucky, approving the appointment of John Kerr to the Villa Hills Board of Adjustment. This is an appointment to a 4-year term on the Board of Adjustment. Mr. Kerr has agreed to serve if appointed.
Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion for consideration and approval for draft municipal order 2026D.
Do I have a second?
I second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Yes.
Any opposed? Thank you.
Consideration and approval of draft resolution 2026C, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Villa Hills in Kenton County, Kentucky, to enter into a MOU with the Villa Hills Civic Club for the city to operate as the fiscal agent for a grant for playground equipment, and authorized to the mayor to sign the MOU. By way of explanation, the Villa Hills Civic Club and the Horizon Committee Foundation have asked the city to be the fiscal agent for a grant from the Chase and Cole Foundation to install new playground equipment on the Civic Club property. The city is authorized under Kentucky law to act as a fiscal agent in compliance with state and federal tax laws governing tax-exempt donations. The grant will simply pass through the city's account to the Civic Club and retain its tax-exempt status. There is no liability on the part of the city, and it will not affect the faith and credit of the city.
Do I have a motion to approve? Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye. Yes.
Any opposed? Thank you.
Consideration and approval of draft resolution 2026D, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Villa Hills in Kenton County, Kentucky, thanking River Ridge Elementary School, St. Joe's Catholic School, and Villa Madonna Academy for participating in the 2026 Government Shadow Program with the City of Villa Hills.
Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
I second the motion to approve draft resolution 2026D.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Yes.
Any opposed? Thank you.
Read this, consideration and approval, and then just say motion to table.
Consideration and approval of draft municipal order 2026E. Motion to table.
And this would be to enter into the SWAT.
So read that.
Do I have a motion to table?
I motion to table 2026E.
Do I have a second?
I second it.
All of those in favor?
Aye.
Yes.
Any opposed? Thank you. Any new business?
Up next, we have a motion to ratify the decisions taken at the meeting by the students. We need to have a motion by one of the council members, second by the council member, and also not pooled, but voted on by the council.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Are there any opposed? Thank you.
Are there any general comments from guests, council, and staff? Are there any public comments? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Yes.
Any opposed? Thank you.